Major clashes are being reported in Srinagar. The clashes erupted soon after the morning prayers at the Eidgah. The clashes broke out even as almost all the top separatist leaders have been put under arrest. Pakistani flags have also been waved during the clashes. Shuja Haq is now joining us with more details from Srinagar. Shuja, how is the situation at the moment?
Well, the situation is a little volatile. Clashes erupted soon after the Friday prayers were completed at the Eidgah of Srinagar city. I beg your pardon. The Eid, prayers were completed at the Eid, ground in Srinagar city. Similar reports were also, received from other parts, particularly in South Kashmir's Anantnag, where clashes took place. Let's just remember that almost all separatist leaders have been barred from, attending Eid congregations. They've been put under house arrest or have been arrested. Leaders like Midwise, Umar Farooq and Yasin Malik of the JKLF have been kept under house arrest. So the authorities pretty much seem to preempt this. They knew that there could be some sort of a trouble, and that's why perhaps these actions were seen. But on the ground, a little difficult situation, particularly in areas around the old city towards the Eidgah, where these clashes took place. As we can see in these visuals, people can clearly be seen pelting stones at the security forces, who are responding by, lobbing tear gas shells.
Right, Shuja, what is the immediate trigger for the clashes today?
Well, the situation has been a little difficult for past many weeks now. There have been many issues that have been going around in the valley, ranging from various, points to the fact that, on almost every Friday we've been seeing clashes happening. Separatist leaders have given calls at various points of time on various issues, including Sainik colonies, including, the issue of what they call the resettlement of Kashmiri Pandits on the lines, but is not acceptable to them. Many other issues have been going on for many days, but there doesn't seem to be any immediate provocation to what happened today. But yes, the fact that separatist leaders were under house arrest or were barred from attending the congregations is something that could be seen as one of the triggers.
All right. In fact, Shuja, let's give our viewers details on the house arrest that you are telling us about. Separatist leaders in the valley have been barred from going to Eid congregations. JKLF chief Yasin Malik has been placed under house arrest. Separatist leader Syed Ali Shah Gilani and Hurriyat Conference chairman Mirwais Umar Farooq are also placed under house arrest. Shuja, what was the trigger for putting the separatist leaders under house arrest and not allowing them to go for Eid prayers? Because, as we are seeing today, that is only aggravating the situation.
Well, yes, that is, that's what it looks like. As I was pointing out, there are various issues that have been going around in the valley for past many weeks, ranging from the controversial issue of Sainik colonies, many other issues that have been sort of in the eye of the storm in the valley and have been, in a sense, a challenge to the government. In fact, we just saw the elections also happening for the Anantnag Assembly constituency, which also was, boycott calls were given out by separatist leaders. So there have been many issues that have already been, their underlying factors, and that's perhaps the reason why the security forces or the police decided to bar the separatist leaders from going to, the Eid congregations at various places. Whether this will, work out for their benefit or will turn out into be another difficult situation is something that only time will tell. But for now, we can see that there are clashes that are happening at various places, not just in Srinagar but other parts like in Anantnag as well.
Shuja, how are the authorities reacting to these clashes and what is the government's take on it?
Well, the authorities, perhaps seem to be prepared for it because we saw huge presence of security forces, paramilitary force, the police force at these sensitive places, particularly around those places where Eid congregations are taking place, like you saw in these visuals as well, which are from the Eidgah of Srinagar, where there was abundant presence of the paramilitary force, and that's why we saw these clashes taking place between the protesters and the security forces, and tear gas shells were lobbed to control the security forces. Similar scenes could be seen in other parts, like in Anantnag as well, where a huge number of security forces were deployed for these duties, law and order duties as well. So it seems that the security forces did preempt this. They knew the situation could turn out a little sensitive, and that's why we saw the number of forces deployed as well.
All right, Shujaul Haq, many thanks for joining us with all those details from Srinagar. Situation remains volatile, as Shuja tells us, still in some parts of Srinagar.